death of the authors. The two of you would often exchange school notes, not to study, of course, but to talk about the characters you've drawn into your margins. Half an hour dueling in class became long late night conversations. You and her would feverishly pitch ideas about the trials your characters would face, and countless what-ifs that kept you laughing until the sun came up. She said they were called OCs, little guys you make up in your head and daydream about them. She had them too, but you always thought hers were way cooler. Even though your characters were your own, you still imagined them butting heads, fighting alongside one another, and maybe even falling in love, as a joke. At the time, you weren't really sure what you wanted to do with your life. On the other hand, she always knew from the jump that she wanted to be a comic artist. You had no doubt she could achieve something amazing. You remember one night she called you later than usual. You had just gotten done taking the dog out on a walk, and you kicked off your shoes just in time to hear the landline ring. She sounded out of breath. She was excited. Her voice was distorted. You could tell the wind must have been beating around the telephone lines. She said, Leah, I started drafting a story. I put both of our characters in it. It's going to be awesome. You crouched down receiver cradle in the nook of your shoulder as you wipe off your dog's paws. I want you to help me write it. Knowing her awesome would be an understatement. You could barely contain your own excitement. Oh yeah? What's the story about? You could feel her smiling from behind the phone. Well, it's about... Whoa, Stanley. So it's about this dude who regresses, which means every time he dies, he goes back in time with the knowledge of everything that happened. He'll die to the same guy like 100 times and then kick his ass when he knows every single one of his attack patterns. Oh, you killed me? That's interesting. Let me add something to your list of weakness, and I'll get back to you. Jesus Christ. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Remarkable. The man animates with remarkable liveliness, and he explains the plot of this comic to you. If you have not gotten a chance to get in the words since you arrived 15 minutes ago, save for when you first greeted him at the door. There's this part where you'll get this. He's basically squaring up against like the Grim Reaper in this universe, and he does the most Chad thing and dies on purpose. So when he comes back, he mind games the fuck out of him by repeating his monologue before the Reaper guy even says anything. He seems average on the surface, but he's actually wicked smart, and it constantly makes people underestimate him. Trust me, it's so crazy. The way I wrote the build-up to the third arc climax, dude, it's gonna blow your mind. So see how absolutely busted he gets. Oh, I'm her. I'm this character. You. Is being overpowered really that fun? Huh? He stares blankly at you. No, I mean, he's not really overpowered. He has to, like, constantly die all the time and shit. He starts to pedal back. It's not so perfect. That's a part that makes it cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound like I was judging. Your story sounds cool. You stabilize your steak with a fork and press your knife against it, attempting with little success to saw into the meat. You are Leah Kim, a pathetic and lonely 32-year-old webcomic artist who has been slaving away at a pet project for as long as you can remember. In front of you is your blind date, a colleague from your friend's retail job. She must have thought you'd make a good fit because you're both webcomic artists, a classic blunder. Yeah. What's your comic about? Like a slice of life or romance or something? His eyes wander as he mumbles out the question. Oh yeah, big sloppy romance, all sorts of kissy and hand-holding. Right. Fucking too. Gay fucking. You mime your index finger sliding in and out of a hole. He pretends not to hear and changes the subject. Are you busy tonight? We could chill at my place and watch anime. Your pulse quickens. You were worried he would ask this. You try to keep calm and cast your gaze into the distance, stroking thoughtfully at your invisible beard. Yeah, so like, I'd say I'm quite busy. How busy? His voice suddenly raises an octave. He looks like he's about to stand up in his chair. Really busy. Like you don't have enough time to come over? You don't have to stay long. Some unpleasant images flashes through your mind. It might be time to pack it up. You cough into his shoulder to mask your stifled breathing. You roll up your sleeves and stare at your imaginary watch. Oops, I'm actually over a few minutes. I'm so sorry. It was really nice to know you. Before you can protest, you shove the rest of the steak into your mouth and leave your half of the bill on the table. No. Okay. You maintain a brisk pace and occasionally glance over your shoulder a few times just to make sure he's not trying to catch up with you. Your heart is pounding. Maybe he meant well. You don't know. Either way, you've just ruined another date. When you're convinced the coast is clear, you sit by the fountain and let out a deep sigh of relief. You should have stayed home. I'm so dumb. Why do I keep letting her drag me into these? You feel the big-ass steak setting in your stomach. The speed at which you power through the meat is almost worrisome. Anxiety must be like super strength for your molars. What kind of science is that? I mean, it's okay to eat whole foods. It's just gonna take longer to digest. So don't worry about it. Hey. You stop looking at the tile groove between your feet and perk up to see your friend, Crystal. I got your text. How was the date? Did you kissy? You've already walked out on 3 different guys by now. You don't know how she's still so optimistic about this. Forget the date. I need to walk off my lunch. Does baby have a tummy ache? Come here. You externally dodge out of the way as her hands brushes dangerously close to you. Crystal grins stupidly at you and makes a graspy motion with her fingers. You need to hold still if you want a massage. I'll throw up on you. She drops her arms. Oh, is that so? Crystal grabs your hands with her sleeves and tows you behind her like an overdue rental. Let's get you some sunlight. You're looking a little paler since the last time I saw you. You're whiter than me. I thought that said wither than me, God. Ah, the great outdoors. Don't you feel more alive here? She turns around to see you curled up in the pavement in the fetal position. This again. That is gross. Get up. Beep beep. Please recharge battery. Oh my god, get up. Crystal attempts to drag you into your feet by pulling on your jacket, but she only succeeds in spinning you 180 degrees. I'm trying. I'm tired. I need to lay down. We've only been walking for 10 minutes. You're making a scene. This is what you get for forcing me to go outside. How do you like that, idiot? You're the one who looks like an idiot. After a few more minutes of trying, Crystal gives up and sits on the bench with a cold can of Pepsi from the Vendy. You're still on the ground. She's not even paying attention to you anymore. She looks an obnoxiously. She takes an obnoxiously loud sip. God knows how much better bacteria you're picking up right now. What if God doesn't know? She takes another sip. You want to know what God doesn't know? She throws her empty soda can towards the waste bin without looking. It misses completely. How long you have left to live? Crystal suddenly lunges at you. You tighten into defensive formation, but her predator press-on claws prove to be a formidable weapon. She wrestles you into the pavement until you both end up rolling into the grass, kicking and pulling and laughing. She snorts like a pig. You son of a bitch, I'll kill you until you die. Don't threaten me with a good time. What the fuck are these people? You flip her jacket over her face. You've only made me stronger. God said let's slap. What? Is this what girls do to other girls? Jesus. Crystal flails at you with her unoccupied sleeves. No, stop it. What if I get pregnant? What? The two of you bust out laughing, hacking mucus, and doubling over you sense this part gawking, but you're too caught up in the moment to care. Jesus, you are. Too much. You feel your chest burning as you gasp for air on your back, laying down in the grass beside her. I'm too much? What about you? I'm perfectly normal. You're the freak. Yeah, right. Both of you are freaks, Jesus. You both lie in silence for a while, staring up at the clouds at the sound of your heavy breaths fill the air. I can't believe you convinced me to go out on that stupid blind date. You need to experience life more. You can't just cling to me all the time. How are you going to survive if something happens to me? You begin to sit up. You sound like my mom. I mean, let's be real here. I basically am. At least you don't beat my ass, I guess. Did she really do that? Nah. That was my dad. That's not funny. That's like actually fucked up. Whatever, I'm over it. Not like I see him anymore. You might not be over it. If you keep talking about something, then you're fixated on that something still. And you haven't let it go. One more reason not to leave the house after today. Christos then sits up to. What? Sorry, forgot what I said. Forget what I said. Leah? I think you should stay home for now on. I don't really want to go out anymore. Is that a problem? Yeah, it's a problem. What if I want to invite you somewhere? You know how I am. I'm just gonna be awkward and weird and I have things I need to do anyway. Really. You're just gonna rot in your apartment all day. I don't just rot. I'm working on my project. Bitch, I've seen your room. I can't even see your carpet. There's so much trash. And every time you write or draw something, you just say it's not good enough and you toss it. That's not progress. I'm making progress. I just need to try harder. You need to take some time off. That's what you need. This is not healthy. I'm worried about you. I'm sorry. It's just whenever I waste time, I stress out over whether or not this thing will ever get finished. Hanging out with your friends is a waste of time? No, I didn't mean it like that. You know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. Crystal unwraps a lollipop from her pocket and sticks it in her mouth. She keeps the wrapper clenched in her fist as she stares out into the tree line. Look, I know your comic means a lot to you. More than me, even. I won't claim to understand the world you're living in right now. But, stop. That project was made for 2 people. You can't do this by yourself. Shut up. It's okay. You're only one person. You don't have to finish it. You're hurting yourself. I'm serious, stop. Just work on something else, please. Leah. She's not coming back. Shut the fuck up. The only reason I can't finish anything is because of you keep fucking distracting me. Because you keep trying to force me out of the house, because you keep blowing up my phone all fucking day. Leah, this is killing you. You don't eat, you don't sleep, and you don't go outside. What if I come one day and I just see you dead on your chair? You want me to just sit here and watch you do this to yourself? How the fuck am I supposed to feel? Why do you care so much about me anyway? What have I done to you? Be a burden? A burden? Is that how you see yourself? After all the time you've been there for me, listened to me, and comforted me. If you didn't want people to care about you, then you should have been a shittier person. You want me to be a shittier person? That's easy. One day I'm gonna kill myself, and it's gonna be your fault. I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean it. Crystal, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Then fucking... Oh my goodness. Then say it. Jesus. You tried to get the words out, but they physically lodge in your throat. Some people can't just... They can't. And I can relate. guess I can't. I can't express myself either. Say it. Just say you're fucking sorry, please. Crystal glares at you with stunned, teary eyes. Please, I'm sorry. Please, let me say I'm sorry. You take a step backwards. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You turn around. Crystal, I'm sorry. Please hear me. You start walking away. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You don't look back. An hour goes by. When you open your eyes again, you're at your desk. Your half-finished work scattered haphazardly across your workstation. You feel your face. It's wet. You've been crying. It doesn't matter. You turn on your lamp and look at your last thing you were working on. It's a storyboard early in Chapter 7. Here, the witch Teslin gets captured again, and Lana makes a questionable deal with the witch hunters to break her out. Half the panels are empty. In the third panel, there's a rough sketch of Teslin playing the harmonica in her cell, but the legs aren't drawn in. You aren't the one who worked on this. How was she supposed to be sitting again? You squint at the page and knead your forehead. You don't eat, you don't sleep, and you don't go outside. How the fuck am I supposed to feel? You concentrate. Your concentration is worse than usual. Just focus. You can do this. She's wrong. If you didn't want people to care about you, then you should have been a shittier person. It's not impossible. You can visualize the finished work in your mind's eye. You just have to catch up to it. Fuck. You sweep everything off the desk. Bash your head against the desk. Jesus. Your nose starts to bleed. Fuck. Why can't I do it? Why can't I fucking do it? I knew her better than anyone else. If I can't do it, then who the fuck can? Get it together. Fuck. Your hands shake uncontrollably. You clamp your fingers over your waist, but you've already lost control. I'm so tired of this. Crystal was right. I need to be free. But I just can't afford to let everything go. You lean back in your chair and stare up at the ceiling. I don't really feel like killing myself. I just want the world to end. It seems you passed out again. It's quiet. For some reason, you decide to peek through the blinds. No activity. It is still early in the morning, after all. You pull away from the window and look at the mess you made on the floor. What a sigh. You crouch down and begin shuffling the papers back into your hand. Blood drips from your face and leaves a dark splotch that sinks through the stack. Instinctively, your hand moves to wipe it off, but it just leaves a bigger smear on the page. God damn it. You wipe your nose with the back of your hand. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. Let me put you back in order. You stop moving. Just now. You can say her name. What the? You touch your throat. It feels like a lump from yesterday is still there. You try to swallow it down, but you can't. Hello? Something's wrong. Am I dreaming? Why can't I say her name? Can I say anyone's name? I can't really say name either. Leah. Leah Kim. Leah Kim, Leah Kim. Cautiously, you put your shoes on and open the front door. Your eyes sweep from left to right. There is no one outside. Cars are stranded in the middle of the road, unattended. A shiver runs through your body. Hello? Is anyone there? No answer. You continue down the road, scanning your surroundings. Did I die? Is this hell? I mean, I always thought that was where I ended up. But I didn't really want to. Wouldn't be here. You trace your steps back to the park. You have hoped to see meandering around somewhere. But you know you won't. I'm sorry. All that stuff I said yesterday, I didn't really mean it. You were right. Please come back. You drag your feet lifelessly. You knock on door. You don't hear her mother calling from the living room. You don't hear her footsteps hitting the wooden floor with excitement. You turn the knob and find that it gives away. You take off your shoes and excuse yourself inside. The faint smell of curry wafts in from the kitchen. A few chairs are pushed out, and half-eaten plates circle the table. You guide yourself through the empty house and push into her room. Are you in here? I wanted to apologize. I'm sorry. Your eyes gravitate to the phone on the bed. You pick it up and look through recent messages. Leah waifu, I'm done with the date. I'll be waiting in front of the fountain soon. Wow, already? So fast. Sit tight. I'm on my way to pick you up. You put the phone down. You shuffle around the bed to see if there is anything else when something sharp unexpectedly pricks your finger. Oh. The gleam of a single edge razor on the bed catches light from the window. Your eye twitches. You pull the cover over. You pull the covers over it so you don't have to look at it. I really should just die. The world ended quietly. You cried yourself to sleep in her bed and spent the morning after waking up through a ghost town. Without the usual bustle of traffic, pedestrians or otherwise. It felt less like your neighborhood and more like a vacant movie lot. The wind was nice and cool on your skin. Weather mildly cloudy, low to mid-70s. It was peaceful. You pressed the barrel on your temple. Click. Your father gave you this old revolver for self-defense. You didn't want it, so you never fired it. You didn't even know if it was loaded. After some idle pacing, you had worked up enough courage to visit your parents' house. You remember that the dry cleaner down the blocks was missing a C when you first moved out. Now it's dry aners. You always wondered about the generic name. Does the government own that building? You stood outside for a while, staring up at the second-story window. That's where the old room was before you ran away from home. You could almost see the back of your monitor through the glare. You still regret that you couldn't take your hard drive with you. You imagine opening the door and seeing him sitting on the sofa, looking over his shoulder at you. You chickened out and turned back around. The world is gone. You're still scared of that man. Always finding novel ways to give yourself stress. Can't you last thought be a happy one? You open your eyes and look up at the sky. Greetings, mortal. What the hell do you think you're doing? The strange figure reaches for your gun. You pull away with all your might, wrestling it from your puny grip. Are you insane? Why are you trying to kill yourself? What are you? A hallucination? Get away from me. Give me that stupid thing. No, I need it. The humanoid creature wrestles you to the ground and bites your hand in an attempt to make you let go of your revolver. You fight and tussle and kick your way into the grass. Somehow, this feels familiar. You stupid amoeba. What good is going to come of this? Nothing good. At least there will be nothing bad either. That makes zero sense. Fuck you. You both end up exhausted, but the gun remains firmly in your hand. This is technically a victory, but it doesn't really feel like one. At least hear me out. Why should I? The creature brushes herself off with a pompous wave and readjusts its clothes. Ahem. As the last living being on this planet, you have been formally invited to a very special event. A special event. That's right. It snaps its fingers, a small mushroom cloud explosion blows up behind it. For a dramatic effect I used in the Apocalypse games. Sounds like a bad TV. Give it a few centuries, it'll take off. Anyway, basically, if you participate in these games, you have the chance to become a grand prize winner. What exactly does that entail, you ask? Well, the grand prize winner of the Apocalypse games gets to reverse their apocalypse. Isn't that just incredible? What do you think? Not interested by... What? Wait. Did I finally shoot myself? You open your eyes. You open your eyes? You bolt upright, whistling your head left and right. Hi. Why am I still alive? Well, since you decided to be so rude, I've cursed you with type 2 immortality. What? That's all the time I have for you. Enjoy wandering this empty world for the remainder of your infinite existence. Bye. Oh, no you don't. Huh? You just as the creature snaps his fingers, you return to who knows where. You tackle it at the last second. Get off of me. What are you still hanging on to me for? You got your foot through the door. Are you happy now? Sheesh. Sheesh. It wrenches away from your hand with a disgusted look. What is it? What is all this? Where am I? Obviously, we're in the line at Space Burgers. Huh? I was on my way to pick up lunch since you turned down my offer. What do you expect? It walks past. Can we just give it a she? She walks past you and pulls up the service area. Is order 316 ready? It's the garden of salad, large blood shake, and side of cherub-style fries. A writhing appendage reaches over the counter and hands the winged creature a steaming bag paper. Sweet. As it heads over to take a seat by the window, it glances back at you. Don't just stand there, hold up the line, go sit down somewhere. What the fuck is going on? You sit next to the angel thing, watching as it's salivating tears into the bag. Its wings flutter excitingly. Hehe. It suddenly becomes aware of your watchful eyes and leans over to the guard its meal, shielding the fries and salad from you. I'm not gonna eat your food. You better not, mortal. A single bite of these fries will instantly kill you. You grab a fistful of fries and shove it all in your mouth. Can you chill? I was kidding. So what exactly is this whole apocalypse game thing? You have so many fries in your mouth, you are almost unintelligible. Oh, now you're curious. Could have you just said yes from the start? Looky here. I point a floppy fry at you. All you need to know is that once every 100 years, a bunch of sad little yuppies like you beat each other to death in a little jar until there's only one left. For entertainment. For gambling. See, the big wings running the show don't really care about the moment-to-moment action of the games, since they're all a bunch of cookie old geezers. Their idea of fun is better on who wins or loses. They even play using fake money. Can you believe that? Can't they just play poker or something? God always makes a big fuss about the set dressing. I honestly don't see the appeal. Personally, I believe all living creatures should exist in harmony. Bruh. She closes her eyes and clasps her hands together, humming a little prayer. You just stare, dumbfounded. Okay, then why did you take up a role in all this? That's too many questions. She holds up her palm to silence you. I'm done eating, so I'll be taking you to the game area now. Since you were kind enough to join me for lunch, I'll leave you with a word of advice. Don't get too attached. She snaps and both of you vanish in a cascade of feathers. Jesus. Huh. I think someone just... Whoa, hey, relax. Shakily, you picked yourself off the floor as the world comes to. A long, shiny object forces you back to the ground as it jabs your throat. Name, rank, and army soldier. Oh, it's a sword. I draw comics, man. Dying in this one thing, but you decide to take rain check on dying painfully. She narrows her eyes but keeps the weapon leveled under her chin. Okay. Does anyone want to do something about this? Bruh. What is this messy art? What is this? Okay. I'll take care of it. Right after I finish this smoke, bruh. Sword girl shoots him with a menacing glare. Is what I would have said, but I actually quit smoking yesterday. He wrings out his cigarette with a few flicks and tucks it back into the carton. Bro, you're gonna back down to a girl. Who, me? He looks around and then points to himself questioningly. The fuck are these character designs? Put that thing away before I kill you for real. A moody-looking girl wears what could only be described as anime cosplay begins to make her way down the stairs. Her steps are slow and deliberate, eyes locked dead on as her fingers trace the banister. Your salient stare back at her but say nothing, slamming her weapon back into its sheath in a show of aggressive compliance. They clearly haven't known each other long, but you can tell that there's already tension between them. As you stand on your feet, you take your first good look at your surroundings. You expected the game area to be more fantastical, locale, but it's somehow less magical than the burger joint. Counting the heads, it seems there are 4 other peoples here. You brace yourself and prepare to mingle. Oh, I get to choose. Great. Okay. Who will give me the most information? Okay. If I was playing their emotions, I would ask the most extroverted person here, which is either these two. Because these are two, or maybe she's the leader. Because I can't ask her anything. Because she has a sword. 2, she could kill me before I could do anything. Or it doesn't fucking matter. Because we go talk to the cosplayer. Yeah. You nervously shuffle closer to the girl who saved your neck. Her eyes watch you silently. Don't mention it. She's the type of person who has bad accepting gratitude. So, the same type as you. Do you want me to leave? No, you can stay. She's looking away now. You can tell she's not. God damn it, what did I tell you? Well, fuck it. I chose this path and I'll take this path. You both stand next to each other in silence for a while. Strangely, you don't feel awkward like you usually do. You feel safe. What happened between you and that sword girl? She tried to attack us when she first appeared. I had to stop her. Yeah, that checks out. You sit down on one of the steps and watch the conversation below. Everyone here is strong, I can tell. Everyone except me, I'm sure. She nods in agreement. That's why you should stand behind me. I'll protect you. Your cheeks suddenly flush bright red. The fuck? You lower your head and stare at the floor. She doesn't see it. That's such a corny thing to say, but it's shooting you through the heart. You want to marry her, right? How can you be so cringe? You don't have to do that. You have your own world to save, don't you? I can't help it. She's strong enough to make sword girl back down, but somehow you feel like she's the one to be in most danger. You don't have the heart to tell her that you're just looking for a quiet place to die. As your eyes drift off to the side, you spot the man in shades squatting in front of the sofa. He's counting something down on his fingers, which, with a look of incredible concentration. 3, 2, 1. He snaps his fingers. Open sesame. On cue, the main entrance door swings wide open. He shoots up on his feet and pumps his fist victoriously. Damn, it's good. I'm good at this. He tucks his elbows inwards and then steps into the way across the carpet. Doors are open now. Door is open now. Y'all coming? The others exchange assumed glances before quietly nodding and following after him. You enter a significantly more spacious room than the last. Oh shit, wait. You're about to kick things off now, aren't we? I haven't emotionally prepared yet. Your eyes meet as you walk. Oh, almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm Casey. The Dana Smoker is Dan. Scarf Girl is Vivi. She doesn't talk much. Like, I knew she was going to give me the information. Information on everyone. Psycho Soldier over there. I don't think anyone knows her name. That's about covers it. Did she try to kill you too? Sis, you don't even know. She was the last one to pop in before you. Came in swinging all crazy like, die. You Simmons. Luckily, we had Vivi to stop her. You and us all would have been on the kebab. I didn't survive the end of the world just so that I could die. To some LARPing bitch. You're those guys. At the far end, another cluster of people migrate towards the center of the room. Looks like our competition. Evening, gents. What are these character designs? One of them breaks off some group to come greet you. They really kept us waiting, huh? I was making circles like you wouldn't believe it. What are these characters designs? Jesus. Quit running ahead of us, Worm. Don't forget your place in the hierarchy. Oops, sorry, I forgot. There definitely wasn't anything normal happening in their room either. Comfortable yet mortals? You were wondering when this thing was gonna show up. When she was gonna show up. You can see sauce stains on her chin. It's time for your first and probably most important event. Choosing your team leader. That would be me, naturally. No. With a wave, a giant spinning wheel materializes to its side. Everyone's name and face is hand-drawn on each slice. The angel's handiwork, no doubt. That's Ark. You'd rather not participate in her pecking order. But you get the feeling it'd be unavoidable. What are these character designs? The one dancing in place is Raksha. She and Dan would probably get along. There's a dog man named Sable. It's hard to get a read on his expression. The chipper girl is Tulip. Something about her reads military bred to you, but she's the polar opposite of Sword Girl. And then there's Jill. It's hard to tell if she's spacing out or thinking about something. You bring your eyes back to the scene at hand. Ahem. Random chance wheel activate. A satisfied smirk. She slaps the wheel and sends it reeling. Is this a joke? I refuse to accept the outcome of such a degenerate contraption. Jeez, calm down. It's not what you think. As the wheel grinds to a halt, the taker begins to visibly slow against the next wave of names Looks like it's about to land on a picture of the dog. The wheel continues to turn and stops on your name. Your blood runs cold. Wow, look at that, a lucky winner. And it's my favorite player, no less. Everyone is staring at you. You tug your collar nervously. So, what exactly does this mean? You, dear Leah, get to choose what game everyone plays. What? What? She's obviously going to pick something only she knows how to play. That's ridiculous. I don't know if that's a fair assessment. You can pick anything you want. It doesn't matter what it is. A game? You rack your brains, but find yourself coming up short as you feel everyone's eyes drilling into you. I don't know. Dodgeball? Oh, I know that game. Excellent. A family-friendly sport. Even kids can play it. She snaps, and a red rubber ball emerges above the angel's hand. As the name implies, dodgeball is an earth game in which you must dodge the ball. Here are the rules we'll play by. If the ball touches you, you're out. If you catch the ball, they're out. By the way, once you're out, you can keep playing by hitting people from out of bounds. Everyone clear on how this works? Let's get in position now. Chop chop. The team shuffles on opposite sides of the marked field. You sit down on the floor with the careful deliberation of a frail old man. Casey looks down at you with concern. Is that like a special strat? No. Blue team, it's your ball. Bark, the bug girl, with an impressive wingspan, is the first to pick it up. Fools! Her wings flutter rapidly as she winds back to catapult the thing. I'll show you the difference between us. The air ripples as you throw her entire body into an Olympian pitch, firing the ball like a cannon. Vivi caught it with one hand. What the? See you later, alligator. Dan adjusts his shades that were shaken loose from the impact. Holy moly, you're pretty strong, huh? Bruh. She's eyeing her first victim. Once she's confirmed the target, she launched the ball upwards and nails it with a spinning kick. The red orb of death barely whizzes by Sable, who nearly loses his footing, scampering away from it. The ball rebounds off the wall, hitting Lark in the back of the dome as she's shuffling along her end on the field. And she face plants. It sounds painful. She struggles to stand up. You little. She snatches the ball midair and hovers above the ground, locking onto Vivi. Die. Vivi bobs out of the way. The ball hits Casey directly in the gut. Oh my god. She folds like a lawn chair. Are you okay? You offer her your shoulder, but she opts to crawl off the field like a slug. Dan picks up the ball and throws it to Vivi with a knowing nod. Vivi fakes them out with her eye movements and launches the ball at Raksha. Her body bends like a rubber hose cartoon to avoid it. Try again. It does, however, manage to clip someone else. It's a bit hard for me to catch the ball with just one hand. Oh, I thought he was high. I see. Casey picks up the ball from off field. Don't worry, I've got this. She throws it pathetically. Tulip, the hypergirl from earlier, catches it. Oh, it's my turn. She turns her team. Who should I try to hit now? Sable points at Vivi. That one. Roger Dodger. Tongue out, she picks up her leg like a baseball player and lets it fly. It's not moving very fast. Vivi's going to catch it easily. Just as the ball is about to cup in her hands, motion suddenly reverses. Tulip catches her own reverse ball and throws it at Dan. Oh shit, what the fuck? The ball bounces off him and just barely bruises against the back of Vivi's calf. Yes, double out. She high-fives Raksha. That only can the pitch never seen. Some kind of special ability. It's hard to tell what happened. You're so cool. Do it again. They're still high-fiving with both hands now. You got it. She kicks the ball into her hair and scans the opposition. Hey you, this is no time to sit. The ball flies at you. Finally, you struck out. You've been struck out. Sword girl runs towards the ball. She catches it with mid-flight and hits the dog dead center, all in a single pirouetting motion thing. I'm sorry. Oh, it's okay. You're still cool. Hold it. The angel blows a referee whistle and points at the sword girl. Your shoes over the line. She looks down at her feet. It's 1 inch over the border. You're all out. What? This stupid game. As they leave the field, you realize the roster whittled down to just you and Loudmouth over there. You know, I don't really want to win. She gently rolls the balls to your direction. Why not? You should give it to some thought. You pick it up. Jesus. You pick it up and roll it back. Nah, thinking hurts my small brain. Back to you. Please? Back to her. Well, since you said please. She walks backwards at a bounds. Still no. The referee blows the whistle. That's game. Good match, everyone. Now, gather around. The one who will be deciding the fate of all of you lowly plebeians. Oh my fucking god. Is Leah Kim. Good job, Sonny. You're unresponsibly as it slow pats on your shoulder. It checks its phone. Jesus Christ. She checks her phone. The other team should be wrapping up right about now as well. Jesus. There's no way to lose him. No matter where or how fast she runs, she still hears his footsteps approaching slowly. She clutches at her heart. Her chest rises and falls with desperate gasp of air. What's going to give out first? Her legs, her lungs. Closer and closer and closer. I just don't get it. Do you know how many points I put into charisma? I don't even have the way to respect. He's just talking to himself. He doesn't know you're here. Just stay still. Don't even breathe. Hey system. Your mechanic's bugged. Over there, girl, were practically tripping over themselves trying to get a piece of me. Why are these bitches giving me attitude all of a sudden? What the fuck is this guy even talking about? With trembling hands, you slide out the magazine and count her bullets. 9. That's not enough. Who are you hiding from? Stay the fuck back. Is he behind me? He turns around, exposing his entire back of his head to the barrel of the gun. She breathes in through her teeth, but doesn't pull the trigger. Don't be fooled. His guard isn't down. He shrugs and turns back around. Relax, there's no one there. It's just us. Why did you do that? Do what? He smiles innocently. For the team leader exercise. Why did you say you wanted a death match? What's the point of being the leader if everyone's fucking dead? He's not listening. He's swiping around at the air with his index finger, like he's navigating an invisible menu screen. His expression soars. God, what was the point? Better off farming kebab. Ever so slightly, his eyes shift back to look at her. What's with that face? You're looking at me like I did something wrong. Here, I don't bite. He reaches out to pat her head. She shrieks and fires 4 bullets into him. He doesn't even blink. That usually works. Okay, be honest. Do you think I'm hot? He looks expectantly. This guy's living in a completely different world. Yeah, you were before you opened your fucking mouth. He slaps his own forehead. Oh my god, duh. So that's how charisma works. He stabs her through the chest. Why is it always about looks with females anyway? Like, whatever you say, 6 out of 10. What was even that? What was even... Huh? What was even the point of that? Jesus. The captain of and the mermaid. A short story by... Once there was a sea captain who dreamed of mermaids. She was a pearl of the navy, sharper than any lookout, more dexterous than any helmsman. But ever since she was young, she was born with a strange illness that no doctor or priest could cure. Once in a blue moon, exactly on the dot, her mouth and lungs would fill up with sea water. She hacked brine, algae, fish bones, all manner of great blue. But the ocean called to her like a second home, and she persisted with a high head. In private, the toll was greater than she shared. Her hands shook at the wheel. Her mind could not keep away from when the curse would next strike. She bore a great and terrible misfortune that no one else could understand, and yet one day it suddenly ceased. The blue moon came by like any other, and her lungs were filled with air. That day she returned to shore to a small celebration. Look, they said to her, guiding her to the center of the affair. One of our fishermen caught a mermaid. It was a sad-looking thing, shriveled, frail, ribs jutting through the flesh. Clearly it had passed. The fisherman responsible for the haul greeted her heartily. An honor for you to join us, he said, with a crooked but charming smile. This one here? It was a strange one. Looked like it spent years on dry land. He scratched his head, unsure what to make of this. I ask why you do this to yourself. Why didn't you join the waters with your sisters? Then she said the strangest thing to me. She said, I didn't want her to drown. And we're back. You awake with a start, coughing and choking on your own saliva. It seems you passed out again. You're back in the lobby, where you first arrived, on the sofa. Hey, leader. There was a dodgeball match and then what? You will, your memory to surface. But all you conjure is a migraine. Ah, see, mistake number 1. Attempting to have a thought. Leader. Come on, a whole thought, really? You think you're Einstein or something? You couldn't even handle a fraction of a thought. Go back to sleep. Leader, are you even listening? Oh wow, you don't look so good. Somehow, someone's buzzing you around you. Get rid of them. Fuck off. Okay, rude. Just trying to help. That's right, you almost forgot. You decide to be a shittier person from now on. Everything will be easier if nobody cares about you. If we want to work as a team, you're gonna have to talk to us. I can tell you're not a bad person. What, she doesn't think you're a bad person? Possible, try again. Fuck off. It's working. You're the sunshine of emotional manipulation. Why she's sitting next to you. I get it. You have a lot on your plate right now. The world feels like it's just too much. I totally get it. You don't get anything, you fake ass mannequin. Oh, she's a what? Like what? Oh. Oh, wait. No. No, she's... Oh, huh? I'm reading into it. I'm reading into this too much. See, she's basically wearing underwear. She's not wearing clothes. She's not wearing anything. So, why don't we talk about your feelings? Feelings? Girl to girl. We're off. Yeah, okay, I'll go first. So back when I was working in the industry, I don't care. Back when I don't want to hear your story. I don't care. She squirms in her seat. She reaches out her hand and comforts you, but you hid it away. Don't touch me. She stands up on her feet and scolds at you. When you first got here, I thought maybe you were just quiet, but what is with you? You really hate us that much? Okay, look, you can't throw the rest of us under just because you want to wallow in your feelings. I know this isn't what you want to hear right now, but you're not the only one who's suffered. Not everything is about you. Please get a grip. You imagine your gun loaded. You picture her horrified face as you pulled the trigger and splattered her with your brains. That would show her. Show her what exactly? I don't know, who cares? You're pretty deep in it, aren't you? Yeah, I'd say so. What's the matter? Is something on your mind, or are you just feeling blue? Want to kill myself? Yeah, I know that. What else? I feel really pathetic. Out of everyone here, I'm probably the one that suffered the least. But look at me. Acting like I'm the most miserable person alive. Why am I so weaker than everyone else? What is wrong with me? Well, if I had to take a jab at it, I'd say it is probably because you're unmedicated. Well, I'm empty-handed. Point taken. Maybe we can work this out in the old-fashioned way right now. You don't feel like you have a reason to be alive, correct? Yeah. And you feel numb to everything around you, yeah. Just do this one favor for me. You do anything for me, right? I think so. Hold out for a game. Just one. If nothing changes, then oh well. But promise me you'll try. Just this one time. It's the last thing I'll ever ask. Don't say it like that. Well, it's true, isn't it? You don't have any intention of bringing me back, even though I miss you so much. Great. You started crying because your stupid brain made up this stupid conversation in your head. Guess that's it for now. See you around. I'm sorry about everything. Yeah, I know. When does your first game start? In an hour, everyone's eating at the cafeteria. She points to yours at the side door that's open up. It's only a 10-yard walk from where you're sitting, but the carpet feels like it just stretches on. You make a concert effort to stand up and start making your way there. She runs ahead of you and smiles. She likes watching you to make the first steps out of rehab. Okay, I don't really get it, but you're good now, right? Probably just caught you in a bad mood. Sometimes I do that, haha. Yeah, just a bad mood. Sorry for being an asshole. Don't sweat it. I like me, I like me a bitch. But a bitch can be too bitchy, you know? You have no idea what she means, so you just nod and pretend you understood. You get to the door. Casey reaches to take your hand, but reflexively draws back just before your fingers touch. It's okay. You can touch me, you say in your mind, desperately craving physical affection. See, this could be taken out of context. Instead, you keep your head down and follow her at a distance approximately 6 or 7 miles. As you head into the dining area, you drop your entire weight onto every step instead of walking down like a normal person. The hallmark of the practice moper. Below you is a sea of unfamiliar faces. There must be hundreds of people in here. Hundreds of people, all of whom have witnessed the death of their world. You expected to see your group at one table, but they're all dispersed and intermingled with one another. Casey casually skirts in an ongoing conversation and invites you to sit. You try to small and slow. You try to make yourself small and slide in at a distance. They take notice and immediately make you the center of attention. It's Knockout Girl. Knockout Girl. There was an amusing display of your worm. We don't see your type of often. Usually, you're cannibalized during the larval stage. Casey, what are they talking about? That. Yeah, right after the angels said you were responsible for the lives of the 9 other people, you just fainted and bonked your head on the floor. Oh. Not a problem. If it's too much to handle, we can pick up the slack, right, team? Oh yeah, totally. Oh, you? Are you being sarcastic? That's not how you build team spirit. The fucking weirdo. Let's call you acting leader. Hand over the rein to me. I'll make all of the difficult decisions for you. You look up at the bunk girl and wave, and the wave of mixed feelings course through you. That's what you want, isn't it? If you're not the one calling the shots, no one will blame you. Why shoulder the responsibility? She's not wrong. The offer is tempting. Okay, little miss panic attack over here is maybe not team leader material, but at least she's not a complete psychopath like somebody. I would only make choices that increase everyone's chances of survival. How is that psychopathic? You do keep calling people worms. That's because that's what you are. You pick up a plate as a conversation runs in the circles like this is another 10 minutes. From time to time, Casey glances over to you and smiles reassuringly. God damn it, she's so cute. Bruh, this is your beautiful, radiant angel speaking. The first game will begin in 30 minutes. Please finish your meal and wait in your building and for further instructions. Thank you. Following the announcement, your table wrapped up what was left of lunch and began to shuffle back. Occupied by your thoughts on the way there, you clumsily bump into someone. Well, sorry, it didn't see you there. Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going either. Looking up, it was like his presence was strong into your gaze. He was strangely beautiful. Something about him exuded a comforting glow. It was so distracting, you almost started to follow him. Maybe you should follow him. What a strange thought to have. It was rare for you to take an immediate liking to a guy. Judging from the way he was observing your face, he seems to have taken an unexpected interest in you as well. You're so out of place. You look like a lost kid. I'm pretty sure I'm older than you. He reaches down and playfully ruffles your hair. The sudden touch makes you blush. For the sake of your own dignity, you hope it's not noticeable. Hey man, what's the big idea? Just wanted to know what you're... Just wanted to know that you're fucking adorable. If I see you during the game, I'll make sure to look out for you. He passes you by with a nonchalant wave. With a red face, you aggressively climb up the stairs and wonder to yourself what the hell was that about. What was that supposed to be flirting? Like, it worked, but still. You wonder if you'll run into each other again. Like he said, a part of you looks forward to it. Bruh. After the cafeteria, the next door is unlocked, open up to the outdoors. An island shore is a brink of night, where daylight grows dimmer by the minute. The first game area. Oh my god. Oh, a whole beach just for me. She flips her hair dramatically. Like, Jesus. The others march along the shore, with varying levels of interest. Casey, Tulip, and Raksha are already chatting expectantly amongst one another. Bark, as always, is unimpressed. You only went to the beach once when you were very little. You don't remember much from the experience. Further back, Vivi stands idle as she stares calmly out onto the waves. Feeling sentimental? No. I've just never seen this much water before. Can you drink it? Technically it won't kill you. Advice against it. She's deep in thought. We welcome one and all to the first official round of the apocalypse game. The angel's voice echoes all around you, as though speaking from everywhere all at once. Allow me to explain the rules. The assassination games. That's not a very reassuring title. There are two win conditions, one involving the team objective and one involving the leader objective. As you may be aware, the grand prize of these games is to return to your world to its original undestroyed state. However, there are lesser prizes as well. The first team leader who reaches the center of the island is granted to move on to the next round, and is granted a special reward. Ark narrows her eyes and shoots you a jealous glare. You will be granted audience with one of our lovely game hosts for 30 seconds. Within that time, you may request any one person to be chosen to return to life. You snap your senses. You're not sure if you heard correctly. It almost sounded like she just said, anyone. Do you know that this is the only time this reward will appear? If you miss your chance, tough luck. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Here? Now? Like this? 7 years in the dark? 7 years sinking into fucking loneliness, pushing your head under the suffocating yourself in it. 7 years pretending to be a human being, fantasizing without end and about cutting yourself loose from reality. You forget it all in a heartbeat. It cannot just be a bad dream. I can bring her back. I can bring her back. I can bring her back. Fear, excitement, anxiety, confusion. You had swarms in a meal storm of conflicting emotions. Of that time spent suffering alone, it was going to pay off. Even if you only got to see her for a second, it would have been all worth it. The reason you even existed in this fucked up world. You finally found it. There was a special objective. Now completing the primary ship means everyone on the team is permitted to advance to the second round. The goal is simple. Eliminate one team leader. Those words freeze you like a deer in headlights. And just so you know, killing your own team, your own leader, also counts. You spin violently around to see Ark nearly blow your head off with a single swing. The only reason it's still on your shoulders is because Vivi intercepted the attack in time. Really? You're going to make this difficult? We could have won this round in the second flat. Everyone is trapped in fight or flight, including you. No one is sure how to react. If you kill her now, we'll be a man down, and future games will be at a disadvantage. I've already accounted for that. Leah's value as a player is next to worthless. I'll be doing everyone a favor, culling this dead weight, which would rather risk losing powerful contenders like me than the oh-so-precious Vivi here, or this pathetic organism that feigns at a mere suggestion of responsibility. You grit your teeth. You hate that you can't argue against that, but even more so, a pang of guilt strikes at you, suddenly allow Vivi to throw herself in harm's way to defend you. You need her. You have to use her. The thoughts feel like poison in your brain. You'll sort it out later for now. We're leaving. Vivi grabs your hand and yanks you into the woods. Jesus fucking Christ, this music! Can you calm your ass down with the music? The danger's over, I think. Your legs can't keep up with the violently stumble over the ground. Like the treadmill, you've lost control of it. She's gonna pull my whole arm out. Stop. The wind takes your voice. She can't hear you. Unless you get your shit together this instant. Your fate is to be dragged sideways, to have your shoulders separated from your torso. You summon every lance out of you. Desperately, you claw at the sleeve, your nails swiping several times until you just barely snag hold with both hands. Hand her over. There's no point if you go down covering for her, or get striking your movements. From the skies can she even loose like this? Her compound vision calculates an open between branches, then she tied bomb through the canopy. Her brain's tight as Ruby takes a sharp turn to sidestep saving claw that flies out from the foliage. Under the covers of night, obscured by the complex layers of forest, the winged insectoid fires itself from all angles like a pinball. You can't follow her with your eyes. She's just a blur that's gone in a blink. Each time she attacks, Vivi barely hops, ducks, or swerves out of that's way. There's nothing like a dodgeball game. You're actually going to die. You gain a will to live not even 2 minutes ago. And you're already going to fucking die? Vivi, what's gonna happen to me? Nothing's going to happen to you. You're safe with me, I promise. Tears well up into your eyes. You believe her out of bed she pulled you around like wedding cans in a getaway car. With each flyby arc becomes faster and more precise. A foot away, 2 inches away. Her claws nearly shed an inch off your bags. As comforting as BB's words are, fear starts to settle in. Can't you fight her off? Not without killing her, I don't think. Then just fucking kill her. Haven't you ever stepped on a bug before? It's the same thing. Sure, she has complex thoughts patterns comparable to a human frontal lobe, but she still thinks and acts like an overgrown roach. Are you really all that different? Shut up, internal guilt. Is there anything you can do, anything at all? You thought you can hardly stay in one place, or with your joint, jumping around. Words for a reason, maybe there's angry or somewhere. Oh god, fucking damn it. He's gonna rip you to shreds. The team will turn against you. Oh, shit. The team will turn against you. No one else intervenes on your behalf. I quite think they won't. You're approaching a ravine. Vivi slowly slows to a stop and turns her heels to face her pursuer. Our face couldn't be more smug. Finally ready to behave, are we? Do as you're told, hand her over. No. Bonk sounds the wings immediately behind her back, completing her next move from the safe distance. I suppose I lounge forwards and I gouge a hole through your skull. What would I do? I would kill you. A bit of a pointless line of questioning, perhaps. Explain your reasoning. It's wrong. Why is it wrong? I'm not going to stand here and debate with you. Leave. Well, don't let it be said I was unreasonable. Fucking cities. Vivi's arm gently guides you behind her and the wrist shake runs through you. It's okay. There's no way she'll lose. If you were a buck girl, you would be pissing yourself. Arc bulks forward. Just stay where you are. Sooner or later, she will realize she's the no way. Vivi throws a fast 1-2, but her argues with the ball back. The last second spinning her body around. No wait, you've seen this before. Arc recycles her momentum. Her body finishes rotating as easily cuts under Vivi's stacks as if she's never backed off. This bitch perfectly copies Tulip's technique from the dodgeball game. Oh shit. You blink once. Suddenly, you see the moon. The world flips you like an omelet. You kind of want one right now. You're finally awake. Your first words are a mouthful of water and a low groan of agonized pain as your shot nerve starts to regain feeling all throughout your body. It feels like someone ran a cheese grater over your spine slowly. Fuck, what happened? You took a long fall into the river, sustained some damage to your back and extremities. Must have been swallowed, shallow, arc. I scared off. I don't think she'll be coming for a second time anytime soon. You lift your head and look around. It's too dark to see further ahead, but it's some kind of cave system. The rocks below you are slimy. There's no easy way, so we'll be passing through here. It might be better. In the long run, less eyes on our movement. Can you walk? You steady yourself on the wall and gather your bearings between all the running, fighting in your life at the bottom of a ravine, and generally just existing. You'd say you're pretty exhausted. Not really, I can barely stand. Baby nods. She turns around and crouches to the floor, assuming the position for a piggyback ride. Your heart beats a little faster. As you wrap yourself around her collar, you feel a pair of strong hands hike up your thighs and take firm hold of your legs. You realize you might, in fact, be gay. Once you've buckled onto her like a seatbelt, she begins scaling a rock face leading to the next room. You can hear the distant rumbling of the ocean. This would be kind of romantic if it didn't feel like someone did an acupuncture on your back with a nail gun. It's taking a lot of restraint not to just constantly hiss painfully into Vivi's ear. As the trek continues, the romanticism slowly subsides, and it's in its place. A deafening silence grows between you. There's a bit of unease here. You think it's not just your own mind. You're getting a payback ride from a stranger. She hasn't said a word in almost an hour. This is clearly an awkward situation. The silence is way too intimate. Normally, you intersperse with a bit of small talk here and there. Where are you from? Oh, really? That's fascinating. What's it like? No. The only sound coming out of this cave is Vivi grunting every time she climbs something. You are being tested by God. Someone has to say something, maybe something funny. Hey, Vivi. What? Why did you help me? Back then, what Ark said. She wasn't wrong. Now you two are just odds because of me. I'm worried what will happen to the team. Vivi thinks for a moment. When you let people like that get in their way, it doesn't take long for one victim to become two. Then two become four, then four become eight, and so on. She provides a rational response to your question, but it doesn't feel satisfying. There's a sore spot she's avoiding. You don't want to pry further. You rest the side of her face on her sturdy back. You could get lost in this. You want her to carry you forever. But the pain brings you back to reality. Your body aches. Your muscles feel like lead weights dragging down your flesh. The bloody scratches in your back sting raw. You can almost feel the jagged stone still piercing through the wounds. You try to take your mind off the pain, but you immediately wish you hadn't. You recede into your mind, and you hear those words again. I'm going to kill myself, and it's gonna be your fault. Echoing over and over and over and over. All you can do, all you can see is her crying face. All I can feel is the lump of trampling in your throat. It hurts. It's overwhelming. You have to think about anything else. Jesus Christ, my throat is hurting. How long have I been recording? Only an hour and a half, not that much. Focus drops of water falling from the ceiling. One Vivi's steady, calmly foot falls below you. The sound of her breath as it pushes through the cold night air. The way you feel so secure against her warmth. The way her hand felt when her fingertips trace along your arm. The way her eyes lovingly took in your body as she held you against the sheets. Okay, what the fuck? The ring of her laughter when you pretended to slip on the floor and then fell down for real. You love her. You love her. You love her. You love her so much. It hurts you. More than the universe. More than life itself. When they blend together, when it feels like your hearts stop beating. Thinking about her is enough to make it start again. Even if she's gone, her love is still here. Even if she's gone, her love still protects you. I want to see you. I need you. I can't do this anymore. Everything is spilling out of me. Everything hurts. I can't put myself back together. Only you know where everything goes. I miss you. You're sitting on the ground. Vivi is next to you, staring at the wall, lost in thought. At first, you're surprised to see her taking a break, but her fight with Ark must have been taking a toll on her stamina. How are you holding up? I'm fine. Your body feels scrapped. You haven't stood up straight in a while. You try to get up, but you stand up too fast and skull-splitting dizziness strikes you back down. You end up falling over and collapsing on top of Vivi, who's a bit slow to catch you. You're already on top of her by the time her hands make it to your shoulders. Are you alright? Yes, I am. You stare into her eyes. You momentarily at a loss of words. I'm fine. You plant her hands on her as if to motion to pull yourself upright, but you don't. You just keep staring. She's beautiful. Her eyes are stoic and unrevealing, but you feel so much life behind them. She's so cute. Underneath that hard shell, there's so much warmth and kindness. Looking at her makes you melt. You feel so safe in her arms. Vivi. She stares back. Her face feels close. Yes, you can feel her breath on her nose. I bet you that someone is going to interrupt. It's going to be a classic romantic moment. Her lips look so soft. You feel yourself slowly collapsing forward. You swallow the lump in your throat, and you kiss her. Never fucking mind. Never mind. She pushes you away almost immediately. You stumble backwards, your hand slipping on the mossy floor as you try to keep yourself from going prone. Your eyes and your heart are racing with panic. Leah, No, I just didn't mean to. Well, it wasn't. Her eyes, they don't look tender anymore. There's a frigid aura in her gaze. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. I'm not like that. I'm really not like that. I don't do things like that. Phoebe says nothing. She's staring at you. You fucked up. You caught feelings you didn't even have, and you fucked up. Why the fuck do you keep doing this? Please. Why can't you just keep your thoughts to yourself? Why can't you keep your hands to your fucking self? Please forgive me. There's a long pause. You want to cry, make yourself look small. I forgive you. She wipes her mouth with the back of her hand. Don't do that again. Something inside of you withers. Your gaze falls to the ground. Nothing you say is going to fix this. Get up. You can't. Or rather, you don't want to. You just want to stare at the floor and rot away. You're wasting time. You're wasting time. You're wasting time. We need to get moving. You feel Vivi grab your arm and jerk you to your feet. She picks you up and hones up your legs. I need you to grab on. You're not grabbing on. You're not going to do anything. You'd rather sit here and pretend to be because all you know is how do you feel sorry for yourself. Wow, won't somebody pity me? That's how you sound. Vivi doesn't ask you again. She brings herself lower to the ground to navigate a slippery incline, guiding herself below with careful positioning of her hands and feet. Once the descent been clear, she peers around the corner and keeps an eye out for unexpected movement. You wish she would say something, give you some kind of acknowledgement. Why won't she tell you that it's okay? Why won't she say it's not a big deal? That's normally how someone would respond, right? It's just a kiss. People kiss improperly, don't. No. No, they don't. No, they don't. Jesus. You have a fucked way of what romantic scenario would be. You weren't even in your right mind, she knows that, right? You just wanted a little reassurance. You just need a little of comfort after you assaulted her. Leah. Chunks of acid bows clogging your throat. Sensing something's wrong, Vivi hurriedly lets you down. You collapse on all fours and spew out a pitiful small yellow glob. You didn't have an appetite at the cafeteria you leave, so you're looking at the partially digested remains of your fries. You try to keep heaving, but the only thing that comes out is this colored spit. The nausea won't go away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You feel a strong, reassuring hand over your own. It's comforting and sickening. I didn't mean to push you when you weren't ready. I wait until you get it all out. She's touching you with the same hand she used to wipe you off. You feel vile. I can't keep going. Fucking kill me. Please, someone just kill me. Leah, stop. You promised you would try. I can't. I can do it. I can do it. You're being selfish. I'm only asking you for one thing. You can't just do this one thing for me. Because I hate myself more than I love you. The word just came out. Just something you've always felt. But you didn't know how to describe it until just now. You loved her, sure, but not that much. You don't love anyone that much, not really. Love just drowns in you. It doesn't belong there. It wasn't meant for you to have. You were just born unlucky that way. You're always doing this. Only thinking about yourself. Only thinking about how the kudo, cuddle, kudo your own feelings. Dive in. Go kill yourself. I already tried to help you. It's not gonna be anyone's fault but your own. The voice goes quiet. You can't hear her anymore. Let out a small laugh. You laugh and then you cry. And then you fucking cry. Yeah, please control yourself. I hear people coming this way. You feel a pair of hands shaking you around, but there's no point. That's not your body. You're somewhere else now. Somewhere no one can reach. Hey, who's there? Man with a gun. A blob in the distance raises something. You stand up and begin to shamble forwards, but a hand forces you back to the ground. What are you doing? You aren't sure why she's asking. Seems pretty obvious to you. Engage. I see two. Regal woman, kill them. A bright white light fills the tunnels. Vivi grabs you and throws you into the wall for some reason. The air feels hot, negative, and on both cover me. How the fuck do you miss in the room that's just a straight line? I need to calibrate it according to their reaction speed. I've already explained this to you. 3 people, 3 players. A man decked on the cybernetic augmentation wheel for Jersey rifle, almost as big as he is. A man with a full visored helmet, a nasty looking machete. A woman in an elegant dress, seemingly an arm pressing over her lackeys. Jesus. Vivi wants to charge into them, but she hangs onto your sleeve like you're mourning her down. Let go, you'll die. She takes a moment to process the situation, eyes flickering between you and the approaching enemy. There's physical distress in her face. Ultimately, she leaves you standing where you are and clashes with the helmeted guy. You don't know what's going on, you're not paying much attention. You start to walking forward again. Leah, stop, don't come closer. Even though she's distracted by you walking to the fray, she's still being the brakes off him. You wonder what kind of life she lived that allowed her to be this strong. Fuck me, can I get some help here? Charging second round, Lady Elma. You boys are useless without me. The woman makes a strange motion with her hand. Vivi immediately crashes to the floor. Helmet pounces on her and dives a blade through her forearm as he protects her face. Blood bursts from the wound. With the weapon launched in her arm, she uses to yank him down to the ground with her. She smashes in his faceplant with her knee from prone and reverses their position on the floor. Shoot her, fucking shoot! The woman rotates her fingers. Vivi stumbles sideways again and hits the wall. She goes in for another stab, but her elbow snaps into his open helmet and sends him reeling. She grabs his collar and pulls him forward like a rag doll. Don't shoot her. Don't fucking shoot. Another hand sign. Vivi wavers, but doesn't budge. Helmet waves frantically. On me, on me. The woman flicks her wrist and the man moves erratically out of Vivi's grip. She's started to lose control of her human shield. On that moment of confusion, kneel. The woman points downwards and Vivi's kneels. She looks at you with sad eyes. A blinding ray of light blows a hole through her chest. A perfect circle. Blood slowly drips from the sting rings where her torso used to be. It looks like she wants to say something, but her mouth doesn't move. Gravity slowly pulls her off forward, where she hits directly to the ground and lays motionless. You look at her body and feel nothing. Clear. Thought I was a goner. Fuck. What's wrong with this bitch? He kicks your legs out of under you and grabs a fistful of your hair. There's barf all over her mouth. Just leave her be, poor thing. We're almost there anyway. We make a turn here and we'll be at the center. Leave her be. What if she's the leader? The gunner points at you. That right there. This thing. Hey, I don't know, maybe. You boys don't listen. I said kill them both. Helmet scratches his helmet. Whoop. Brings me no pleasure to do this. He grabs hold of the weapon sticking out of Evie and gives it a few tugs before it comes out loose and proper. Red ooze spills from the injury. He levels the blade at the side of your neck. Alright, sister, I'm going to pray for you both of us, that your head rolls in one swing. Anything you want to say before you send you off? You just stare blankly through his shattered visor. He averts his gaze. Fuck this man. He shoves the weapon into the gunner's hand. I don't want to do this. You do it. Why do I have to do it? You already killed that bitch on the ground. What's one more? He pushes the weapon back to helmet. No, see, I took one down. That means you have to take care of the other one. You're not pulling your weight. Oh, go gargle piss. Fuck buckets. BB's leg arches out from the ground and slaps his head in unnatural angles. Oh fuck. Her hand sees the barrel of his gun, jamming the stock into his chin and breaking his jaw in half. He kneels over in agony and holds a hand over the bottom of his face, now swinging open like a pair of trapdoors. Kneel. Half poisoned to strike, Vivi buckles under the command and kneels. She trembles. With aggravated stomps, the woman wrenches the weapon from the gunner's weak fingers. You stare at Vivi in shock. She looks back at you. I know it's hard. I know it is. The barrel of the gun presses against the side of her head and begins to hum. But you have to live. Something possesses you. Your hand grabs the blade and you lunge. The woman turns to you, but it's too late. You slice to her upper arm and she shrieks in pain. You grab Vivi and run, pulling her weight over your shoulder. You're the one who has to fucking live. She feels impossibly heavy. She's impossible to carry. And yet you're carrying her still. Vivi, I promised. You'll be safe with me. Pain always brings you back. No matter how much you try to flee from reality, pain always brings you back. You didn't want to feel like this. You didn't want to feel anything. Tears pool in your eyes. I don't want you to die. I don't want you to die, please. You can't. You can see the faint glow of the outside. Her body's getting heavier. You're slowing down. You can't hold her anymore. You're collapsing. The adrenaline stopped kicking in. You guide her down as gently as you can. Please don't. You hold her face in your hands. Her eyes don't see you. Your chest convulses and you wail. You don't understand. She's gone. And you're still here. Somehow. Someone who was everything for someone who was nothing. You can't do this. It hurts so much. Your mind buzzes with static. Somewhere in here, you recall something. The center. They said you were almost there. You wipe your teary eyes. There's no way. There's no way it was in your reach. They're lying. You staggered, trying to pick yourself up, leaning against the wall for support. But if there weren't, then I can still bring her back. The one you need, the one you want, the one you can make everything better. She's waiting for you. You suffer through so many pointless hardships just to get here. You deserve her. You're outside again. Fresh air, moonlight, blood on your sweater. You shamble through the woods, countless confusions, thoughts swirling around each other in your brain. You let both bow and thorns, bushes and swords scrape you as you push through the flora. The sting doesn't even return your senses. You're tired. You want to give up. Lay down next to the finishing line. Haven't you gone through enough? Can't almost be good enough? You start to cry again. Someone help me, please. You fall to the ground and weep. Please help me. Something answer your call. You're here. Congratulations. What in God's name? What the fuck is this? Congratulations. You're the first one. You attempt to process what is in front of you, but a primal instinct in your brain pulls you away. You're face to face with one of the hosts of the game. A god. You remember. Good. My friend was in the middle of a funny story. It would be rude to ask him to respect it. Make it quick. Speak the name of the one you wish to revive. Your brain is scrambled. You open your mouth, but no words come out. Revive? That's right. One of the game's objectives. Reach the center of the island, and one you desire will return to life. That's what you're here, to bring her back. I said speak. You are wasting my time. Yes, of course, I'm sorry. The one I want to bring back alive, her name is... Her name is what? I said her name is... Realization dawns on you. All colors stream from your face. I can't say her name. I can't say her fucking name. No, please, you can't. It's... You claw at your throat as if you could pry the words loose. The world is spinning. This isn't real. You can't do this to you. He can't fucking do this to you. Her name is... You scream. You scream, and you scream, and you scream until your lungs tear out. But not the sound escapes. His eyes roll over with indifference and malice all at once. You are speaking nonsense. This won't do. Perhaps you and I should part ways here. Your chest eyes up, horrible chills shoot through you. No, please don't go. I just can't say her name. I don't know why, You tip over your own tongue. A million excuses form, then come apart before you can even grasp them. Please, maybe another way. Maybe I can write it down, or... You hyperventilate. You clutch your chest and you cry. You don't know what to do. The god is sneering at you. I'm going to lose her again. She's right here. She's right here. She's right in front of me. I just don't want to get the fucking words out. Please. Please, no. Don't leave me. I need you. Your body convulses with violent, painful sobs. You feel everything crumble around you as you sink deeper into the ground. Her name is... Please, oh fucking god, please. You're losing everything. It was in your hands, and you're watching it slip away. Too bad. We won't see each other again. The host makes an expression you can't describe and begins to recede into thin air. You desperately swipe at him, but it's like he's not even there. Stop, please. I'll do anything, please. You can't hold yourself anymore. Your limbs fail you. The weight of your own hopelessness pins you to the floor like a butterfly on a board. No. You fucking monster. Come back. You curl into a heap and sob. Jesus, fuck you. You're fucking nothing. You piece of shit, you fucking nothing. But you couldn't even bring her back to life even to try, fucking liar. Con artist. Nothing. You're not a fucking god. What did you say to me? With the last of your strength, you weakly lift your chin. Oh, did I hurt your ego? A mighty god like you. You got your fucking fifis hurt by a little thing like me. A manic desperation flickers in your eyes. Nothing matters anymore. You want to spite this bastard with your last breath. I don't like your tone. What are you gonna do about it? Kill me? Fucking go ahead. I don't give a shit. But you can't do that either. But all you gods are just full of shit. You're just a fucking... Your body mutilates. Your bones, your organs, your skin. It all twists and pulls inwards like they're being sucked through a vacuum. You can't even scream. Your vision immediately goes haywire. Your eyes no longer function, but thousands upon thousands of images flash through your mind. Images of pain. Images of nothing. Shapeless, confusing colors, distorting and vibrating. You feel your lungs being crushed. You feel your skin caught in the teeth of 100 gears. You feel your bones piercing your heart. You feel your stomach turning inside out, emptying your bowels into your bloodstream. You feel your eyes burn and melt away. You feel your nails bend backwards and coming off. You feel your nose crunch as the kids laugh and slam you in the face with a locker door. You feel your father break your teeth as you struggle to pull him off of your mother. You feel your mind losing all the sense of you as you watch pass away at the hospital. And then you don't feel anything at all. And then you don't feel anything at all. And then feeling comes back. Your body comes back together. Something is sculpting you with their hands. You can feel their fingers against your soul. There's love there. A strange type of love you didn't really understand. But you can tell that it's love. The host watches you in astonishment. What is this? What is happening? The host beckons to something unseen. You explain. Huh? Me? This is your doing. Oh. I do suppose that it may be my doing. Go on. You see, this human, at first she refused to participate in the games, so as a little punishment I may have crushed her with immortality. And you forgot to turn it off? I'm so sorry, it slipped my mind. I'll fix her right away. Then you can enjoy the pleasure of horrifyingly torturing her to death. Twice. Hold that thought. I don't dislike this development. His eyes turn to you with sadistic glee. His face draws close to yours. You will live, and I will subject you to pain that you cannot even fathom. I will dangle hope under your nose, and then I will take everything away right as it's within your grasp. Enjoy your new life. I'll be watching. The host and the angel vanish, and you are alone with nothing. Bruh, love can save you. She gave her love, and she saved you, but yours wasn't good enough, and now she's gone. You have to make your own love now. If you really want all of those bad thoughts to go away, you have to learn how to love yourself. But what is self-love anyway? Is that really something people feel? It's always sounding more like an abstract metaphor, or maybe some kind of meditative practice. A nicety and merely suggests its premise, but it's really talking about something else. The only love you understand is the love that someone else can give, because you actually don't have to understand it at all. It can look and feel like anything. It's like a piece of art. You can be creative with it. For example, when your girlfriend wakes up before you to prepare you breakfast, she said that her love is not an act of joy or passion, but a promise that you'll be together no matter what. To feed you when you can't feed yourself, to let you cry in her arms when no one else understands your pain. For example, when he smashes your favorite things, when he tells you to open your hand and breaks your palm. He said that his love is the lesson that will help you grow into a stronger person, someone who can endure anything. By teaching you now, he's saving you in the future. Love means something different to everyone. Maybe self-love is like that too. Maybe you need to learn your lesson to understand it. A pointed foot drives into your gut, and blood vomits out of you again. Stand up, we're not done. Your body curls tightly, like a spring. Your vision swims across the carpet, red snot and red drools leaking out of you. Someone is twisting your insides with a corkscrew. The imprint of her foot against your solar plexus doesn't leave. The same place struck over and over, ad infinitum. Ark, stop it. This is too much. The book girl ignores her, rolling you face up. She looks at you with disgust. Our ace player is dead because of you. You could have brought her back to life. She digs her heel into your rib and leans in with her weight. Why didn't you? Only hurt, labored breaths escape. You can't hear a word she's saying. Oh. Something crashes into your mouth. The alignment of your jaw changes, and several of your lucid teeth strikes to the end of the wall. You black out for a second, but the pain reels you right back. You got some nerve asking for help after what you did to her. If I may speak. Glasses interjects with a stutter, though it's not a nervous one. I do believe she's been thoroughly made an example of, as you put it. Further a discipline could render her unable to speak. She makes a micro adjustment to her specs with her pinky. I can see that myself, thank you. You feel a shadow passes over you as Ark crouches down, tilting her head to stare at you. It seems like she's done putting you through the works. Her voice is clear and Why didn't you bring back Vivi? You can barely get a word through your swollen face, you muddy insides. You had the time. You had the power. You had everything you needed. But the truth is, I forgot. You what? After a momentary pause, she clutches her hand and begins to laugh hysterically. You forgot? She dies saving your sorry hide, and then you forgot? She cackles, wiping away her tears. No, I understand now. This is all pointless, isn't it? You're beyond my help. Anyone's help, really. She turns around and begins to leave. This was a waste of time. We're turning in for the night. Your worried tulip rifles through her bags as she hurries over you, but a blindly fast claw catches her throat. I said, we're turning in for the night. If you help her, I will hurt you. She swallows with a nervous smile. Yes, ma'am, understood, ma'am. An organic blade retracts. That goes for all of you. From now on, you answer to me. Get some rest. She motions with her hand and footsteps shuffle behind her. You feel several cases lingering on your body before they, too, leave you behind. Hours march on. In the way second hand of the clock marches on, it still hurts. You'd like to have another thoughts. About like cats or something. Some romantic thoughts, maybe. Instead, all your brain can do is keep repeating, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It fucking hurts. Everything fucking hurts. And so on. Compared to the existential destruction the host wrought on your mind and body, this is pretty mild. But something you've come to realize about having a broader perspective of pain is that it really doesn't make this hurt any fucking less. Fuck, this hurts so bad. Well, not so bad that you want to learn to that bastard's cosmic torture joyride, but like, if you really only standard for measuring pain was this makes me want to die. Both experiences easily clear that jump. It's all that stupid angel's fault. It could have just let you off yourself in peace. But that rank bitch Ark, she's the real reason why Vivi's dead, not you. Who else? Your whole team can eat shit, standing around twiddling their thumbs while she beat you half to death. After everything you've been through. Don't they feel bad for you at all? Fuck. Does anyone feel bad at you? For you? Anyone? I'm not really this fucking alone. You just keeps painfully in yourself into a mess they made you on the floor. Yes, actually. The one who feels bad for you is you. Damn. Whoa. What happened here? You hear a voice from across the hall. You muster what little strength you have to move your eyes and look. Yo. Party's giving you a hard time. Is that the guy you bump into the mess hall? The fuck does he mean by party? Like an RPG party? Guess you can't answer. Hold tight. I've got something for this. After a few seconds, he tilts your head upright and starts drowning you with something, causing you to cough violently. Don't choke. Don't choke on it. You're supposed to drink it. Drink. He swirls around the half-empty vial of red liquid. Kneeling down one more time, he carefully pours it into your mouth. You have difficulty accepting the fluid, but you somehow manage to take the rest of it down. Gradually, the pain starts to dissipate from your body. The first thing you feel is a gurgling in your gut as your organs rearrange themselves. The healing process seems starts to slowly spread out from there. Your broken bones, your flesh, working its way up to your face. There's a cackling, cracking, crackling in your jaw as the joints and ligaments reconnect. It's a weird feeling, but it's not painful. How are you feeling? Got you pep back. You may be in less pain now, but it's gonna take more than a healing potion for you to get your pep back. Can you be in here? There's no rule saying I'm not allowed. But if they caught me, he drags you lying across his neck with his thumb. He'll probably have my head. By any chance do you know how to kill something that's immortal? Immortal, huh? It's a shame to admit, but I wouldn't be in this predicament if I did. I see. His eyes survey the mess. So, what's the story here? Some kind of incomplete murder scene. Just getting my I don't even know. Thanks. I don't know what you did, but it can't be been that bad. It was that bad. When the host was threatening to leave, you could say Vivi's name, but you were selfish. You weren't thinking about her at all. She extends his hand to keep help. I'm Kai. You don't answer him, or take his hand. You're warm now. You're going to writhe on the floor and subside on bacteria until the universe implodes from heat death. He takes your lack of response as an invitation to sit on the floor. Why are you here? I'm here to see you. Me? Why? I guess I just had the feeling you and I were kinda similar. Just from a brief exchange, you feel like something is not adding up. How do you figure? Your eyes? I can tell from your eyes. Tired, apathetic, looking down at the floor. The bags. The spitting image of a depressed loner. You're way cuter to be a loner. But you turn down guys all the time. A strange feeling seizes your chest. I'm a loner by choice. We're not as alike as you think. Nobody's a loner by choice. People just don't understand us. He runs his fingers through your hair gently. It's nice. Come with me. I'll take care of you. You can't take care of me. I'm a bad person. I just ruin everything. Who said you were a bad person? I'll beat them up. You feel tears streaming down your face. You don't want to be alone anymore. You don't want to suffer anymore. You just want it all to go away. Do you promise? You won't let anyone hurt me. Is that all you're worried about? Of course. I promise. Jesus. How long did that took? 2 hours and 20 minutes. Writer and developer Malinkit. Okay. Oh, okay. Frunk. That was like... That was like... watching an anime. Yeah. Okay, I need to go. Thoughts. The main character is pathetic. The side characters have extravagant character design. Kai is gonna be such a bitch in the future. In the story, I'm not gonna read the next chapter of this. because I can't be bothered. I, and uh, yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye.